All right. Let me grab my headphone really quick. I'm gonna have some music playing in my ear for this video. Because it is probably gonna be a bit of a longer one. Or at least one where I'm just gonna be doing my own kind of thing here. How do we look? Looking a little orange. Okay, I think that's gonna just need to be how it is. Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna do some foam stuff. Pop on some music really quick. Hope you guys had an awesome weekend. It's Sunday, so I actually have tomorrow off for President's Day. It's like my first freaking 3-day weekend in a minute. Holy crap, I am hype. I think I'm gonna kick things off with a little Big Time Rush action. If you guys don't listen to Big Time Rush, you're freaking missing out, dude. Some of their songs are pretty like boy bandy, but they actually do have a couple of bangers. I won't lie. Foam wise, honestly, I have not worked on this at all. I think last week was more so just like a kind of trial run of cutting all the shapes and everything, and just seeing if I could follow the blueprint relatively well. Holy crap, I cannot speak. I was able to make one of the first kind of spine notches for the Sandevistan. That's what I'm making, the Cyberpunk Sandevistan. And it's pretty rough, but the shape is there. And I just from doing this kind of first pass, I actually made 2 of them. I didn't glue the other one though. But just from this, I have so many different things that I know I want to do differently and everything. Starting with using a piece of chalk instead of the silver Sharpies for outlining these stencils. Because the silver Sharpie would just like dry out on the... It was weird. I don't know. All the foam videos that I've watched and everything, people are like, silver Sharpies, oh, you use silver Sharpie. But when I tried it, it like would work at first, and then it was like the foam was drying out the felt tip of the Sharpie, so I don't know what was going on. I did my cardio today. It was a busy weekend. If you guys watched Saturday's video, I mentioned how I was helping set up my sister's baby shower and stuff. At the time that my girlfriend and I got there, the setup was pretty much already like done. So we kind of did like a couple of things, and then I was in charge of keeping the mimosa station stocked and the ladies full of mimosa. It was a good time. It was very nice, and it was very just peaceful. I was the only guy there, but honestly, growing up with an older sister, that I am used to that kind of thing at this point. So, but it was my girlfriend's birthday, my mom's birthday, and my sister's birthday, plus Valentine's Day, and the baby shower within these last few days. So it's been a lot, but all good stuff. They all went great. And yeah, honestly, it fell back on that freaking one of the first videos I made about the importance of thugging it out, dude. It was rough. I don't really know how I'm gonna go about using this chalk, because it's like, what's good about the Sharpie is that it's like a point, but the chalk is like a flat tip, and I can't really get like up onto the stencil with the flat unless I like break it. But I don't. It's so frustrating just to have like this kind of issue at the beginning, right when I get everything set up. Yeah, like it just dries out. What the heck, dude? Oh, okay. So weird. I did my cardio today. I did not do my cardio yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't go to the gym either. On the weekends, I typically just do cardio. Typically multiple sessions a day, so I can kind of make up for the lack of going to the gym. And that's usually because my girlfriend's over. And not to use like I could totally go to the gym. I do sometimes. But personally, I just like hanging out with my girlfriend when she makes the trip out here. I don't really want to spend that time at the gym. I want to spend that time with her. I have plenty of time to work out during the week, and like on today and Sundays and stuff. So priorities, man. You gotta have your priorities. But dude, this Sharpie, All right, I'm gonna try breaking the chalk. I think I have full. Like I think I still have the box of this chalk where this is from. Let me see if I have. Because if I have the full stick, then I should be able just to crack it. Pause. I should be able just to crack it like in the middle and try to do it at an angle so it, oh yeah, okay, here we go. Oh man, I gotta show you guys something too that I got. So I would say I'm in, yeah, okay, yes, I am into anime and I've watched plenty of anime and stuff by now. It hasn't been like an entire full life kind of thing. It started like in 2019 when I was around like 19, 18 years old. I started with Attack on Titan, and the rest is... Or no, actually, the very first anime I watched technically was Blood of Zeus on Netflix, which is a Netflix original anime, which came out in like 2018, or 17 or 18. It's like a Greek mythology retelling. It's pretty sick. But my favorite animes, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is probably the top, followed by My Hero Academia, which is, I mean, there's a bunch. Baki is also freaking sick, but you check this out. I got some freaking All Might and All for One statues. Well, they're action figures, so 100% going to like try to find some action figure stands and put them in cool poses and stuff. I am not like an action figure collector or anything like that. I would say I have more like probably manga and books, and then like Legos. But even then, I don't have like a lot of Lego on display. But those action figures, sorry, I was like brain fart for a second. Those action figures I saw and I had to get. It was at the comic store that I grew up going to. I went yesterday after the baby shower. My girlfriend and I went. And, oh man, this comic book store, dude, it's so cool. The guy who owns it is not in super, like not a good condition, I would say. And it's kind of sad because it's been the same. It's been there forever. Like it's been there my entire life. And the place is just like full of everything you could imagine that's like pop culture, comic related. And I saw that like case. There's like a dual pack of All Might versus All for One. And it was like all like sun faded. Like it was old. You could tell it had been sitting in like a spot or something for a while. And I was like, babe, I have to buy this. So I bought it. But that's like probably the first action figure I've had since I was a kid. Well, actually, that's a lie. I did buy the Jack Black Steve Minecraft action figure because I thought that was hilarious. So, okay, let me see if I can work this. I broke the chalk and it's like a straight edge. I think if I go kind of at like a sort of angle, it might work. I think it's working. Man, it's gonna feel good and weird not having work tomorrow. Sunday, I'm usually pretty dialed in. Oh, hey, Ophelia, a cat. Ophelia, you probably can't. Oh, maybe you might be able to see her. Hi, Ophelia. You eat your dinner? Speaking of dinner, had a fantastic dinner cooked by my dad. He smoked some brisket. It was super freaking awesome. Man, this chalk is like not really working either. Frick, dude. I'm on the verge of just cutting around the template, which is like a big no-no. That was even something I mentioned. Okay. Okay, here's the strategy. It seems like the Sharpie works when I use the side of the Sharpie. So I'm going to go along the entire template with the side of the Sharpie and then cut at the inner edge. And that should hopefully like calculate for the distance, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It's like even this is freaking drying out though, dude. Whatever. Whatever. What's your guys' favorite Harry Potter movie? I'm not like the biggest Harry Potter fan. They're cool, you know. They like have cool action and all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna be like a hater or anything. They're freaking cool. I won't lie. But I'm not a ginormous fan or anything like that. But they're like always on at the work gym when I'm doing my cardio. And The Prisoner of Azkaban was on last time. And that's the one I've seen the least. So I was watching it and like I thought it was like in an alternate dimension for a second. I was like, okay, these are all the Harry Potter characters. What the crap is going on right now? And then I saw a poster of Sirius Black doing the classic like meme thing where he's like, why was this man doing this if he was innocent? And he's like, in the camera. I thought, oh, it's Prisoner of Azkaban. That's why I don't recognize any of it. All right, well, I have this drawn out with the like fat line of the sideways Sharpie. I'm gonna try cutting and just see what happens, dude. I got this little sewing needle tomato at Walmart because it reminded me of the one that I grew up with. My mom had in her little sewing kit. She had a little tomato thing. I used to like stim out when I was a kid. I would just take the needles out and just like keep poking them in there, and she'd be like, "Stop doing that! Just can't control the freaking side." The beast instead. I'm gonna keep. I think this blade should be good. Okay. And then I'm gonna put my finger kind of on the top of the blade, just to make sure that I'm cut. Oh wait, actually no. These need to be cut at an angle. That's right. So these each kind of, this template that I have, there are arrows on the side of each of these lines that symbolize whether you need to cut at an angle or not, just to make the seams line up better and the shape kind of form easier when you glue it all together. The song's playing right now. Oh, we got some camp rock. Yeah, I'm skipping that. Okay, yeah. Big Time Rush radio, maybe not. But Big Time Rush, yes. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, the Assassin's Creed 2 soundtrack goes so hard. If you guys need music, I might make this the like clickbait title of the video. If you're here, thank you for staying this long. If you need music to lock in literally with anything, a workout, you're doing some school, you're cooking, doing some foam stuff, I don't know, you're doing cosplay, whatever, you just want to get in like a cool little focus mode, the Assassin's Creed 2 soundtrack. Holy crap. So good. And I lock in every time. So these, let me see here. If I'm cutting like this, or should we cut like from this kind of angle? Because I normally did the blade. Okay, yes. I was using the previous foam one that I did to like remember which direction I used for the arrows. The template, it was $5, which is cool, but I guess at the same time you kind of pay for that simplicity in the sense that it's like very much so, it's not a guide, it's really just like here are the pieces, but assemble them however you like. And there's not a whole lot of specificity in the final product, so. But I think the seller does go into like a good enough detail for what you need to kind of get started. I'm gonna come in here at a 45-degree angle. Slice that guy. And same here. My girlfriend and I are watching Dexter. If any of you guys have watched that, it is good. But damn, dude. Some of these characters and some of the decisions they make, I won't say who, just piss me off, dude. I'm like getting so triggered just watching some of these boneheads make the choices that they do or fall in relationships with the people they do. Ugh, dude. But nonetheless, it is still a very entertaining show, and my girlfriend and I are liking it a lot. We are almost into season 2. That's a longer one. I think there's like 8-some seasons of that one. In my first video that I posted to this kind of long form style, it was about like, or it might have been the 9 to 5 and not be ugly one, but I talked about counting your calories. And I am just going to double down on that. I think people should count the calories. Even if you don't have a goal. I think it's just super interesting to see how much, like what, the facts of what you're eating, you know? You never know. Portion sizes can be thrown off. You might even be able to eat more food. Maybe you're super healthy and you don't even know. I don't know. Or maybe it could be the other way around. It could be more likely, but dude, my cat's just loafing right here, right off camera. I just gotta, Oh, sorry, I scared her. I'm sorry, baby, I love you. Yeah, this way. I love you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Yeah, yeah. She gave me some side eye, some vicious side eye right there. She's like so locked. I thought she was gonna sense my hand or something. But yeah, count your calories. I think it's good practice. Great way to meet your goals. I don't really know why I brought that up, but just something I thought of. Bottom corner. Ooh, almost cut that incorrectly. So we must go, yes, this way. Oh, shit. There's a slice mark on this foam that I didn't see before from a previous cut. It's all good. I think we might be okay. The Assassin's Creed 2 soundtrack will keep me stabilized for now. Darn. Okay. Dude, I wish I had some Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Baja Blast right now. I'm fresh out, and I'm quite bummed. Okay, so we just did this corner. Now we're going to come through this side. A 45-degree angle cut here. I'm super stoked for this. I don't even know if I'm going to do necessarily a David Martinez cosplay or just like a Cyberpunk character cosplay. I got this really cool David Martinez jacket. Shout out to Insert Coin Clothing. They're the dudes that sell it, like a UK company. But I actually reached out and was like, hey, I am a cosplayer and I make a bunch of cyberpunk, or don't make a bunch, but I have some cyberpunk ideas and would love to, maybe we could collab, and lo and behold, we collabed. But anyways, I got this jacket, this cool-ass David Martinez jacket. I think I showed it to you guys in one of my more recent videos. And I'm stoked for this Sandevistan and the jacket and all that stuff to come together. This particular build also uses lights. So there will be some green fairy lights kind of installed down the spine that I think will look super freaking sick. Okay, I kind of jacked up this cut, I'm not gonna lie. Did I cut off? Okay, over here. Come from the outside. Now I'm on the outside. Shout out David Lade and his theme song. Man, what a peak time to grow up. I feel like I talked about this in the last video where I talked about how like people are kind of fantasizing about living in California during 2016 or living in LA during 2016 and all that kind of stuff. And I can't tell you, I lived in San Francisco, not LA, just to clarify, but did frequent SoCal quite a bit when I was in high school and all that kind of stuff. It was pretty bomb. And like the whole David Lade and all that stuff in 2016, it was just as hype as everyone makes it out to be. I can remember being on the David Lade hype. He's still making stuff though, so it's cool. He's with C-Bum now. I feel like some people are gonna know what I'm talking about, and some people are gonna be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" I'm talking about some like popular fitness dudes that are people always make edits and stuff about. Oh man, this cut could have been better, dude. I may have to go in here with the Dremel. It's not totally terrible though. It's not totally terrible. Oh man, okay. Now let us pin these other two. This is what my foam looks like so far. Piece by piece, or bit by bit, I should say. Well, I guess piece by piece also works. Foam's being taken away. Okay. Tomorrow I got legs. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be bomb. For any of my Lego peeps, that's what I started this channel pretty much like doing. Well, originally I started this channel doing parkour stuff. For those of you who don't know, but I mean I doubt anyone here knows that because those videos are private now, and I doubt anyone here watches those. But the Lego shorts is what this channel I was uploading to and everything. And yeah, I just am not. I've been feeling it, dude. Been having like weird just Lego experiences. I feel like they just kind of put me off the product, and then freaking Smart Brick and all that stuff. And I don't know. I've been really into cosplay and like the actual crafting aspect and like really making and building stuff. Like that's been really fun. So I'm not totally itching to get back into Lego, but I still love it. I still have my daily fig with me every single day. Don't you worry. I've been doing the daily fig thing for freaking probably almost a year, actually. I started doing that in April of last year, April 2025. So that will be a year of figs, dude. I'll just pin this other one at the same time. If any of my Lego people are here, though, this is kind of what I was going to say earlier. Is there anything that you're excited about with the industry? Because I don't really want to just be poo-pooing on them or anything. Is there any Lego stuff you're excited about? Or just even like building blocks in general. I've been seeing a lot of people or brands too, like the Lumibricks thing, but people and creators like, dude, I think his username is JT Sandman something, J Sandman. He made the videos where he made like every Lego mini kit in real life, which are awesome. You should go watch them. I'll link them in the description. Shout out JT Sandman. Oh crap, dude, what was I talking about? I don't remember. Whatever. What are you guys excited for? Tell me. I was gonna get the Goonies set, and then I kind of just, I prioritized cosplay. It was kind of crazy. I made a video over the summer where I was like, oh, it'd be crazy if they made this Goonies set that's on Lego Ideas. And then lo and behold, like 6 months later, they announced it. I was literally the Lego prophet. what Lego wall crawler said was true. Always true. I've never seen any of those new Planet of the Apes movies. I don't really know where that came from, but I feel like I always see people hyping them up in all the commercials and stuff. Because there's like wasn't there like three or four of them? Dude, this freaking Sharpie's gonna make me lose my freaking mind. Okay. Yeah, no, the voice I was making before like made me think of the Planet of the Apes, the original one, and which I had seen, and then I was like, oh man, I've never seen the old one before. Or no, idiot, I've never seen the new one. Any of them. It's all the scenes and all the memes and all that kind of stuff. And they're the like Gym TV again always is playing like just the regular like the Sci-Fi Channel commercials and stuff. I feel like they're always playing on there. And that's usually where I say, oh, I just bent this freaking template to freaking heck. Darn it. Okay. So if we're, oh yeah, okay, here. Ow, crap, just stabbed myself with my freaking X-Acto. Pro tip, guys, don't do that. I'm so hyped for Resident Evil Requiem to come out, dude. I'm playing through the 2 remake. I've played, so far, out of all the Resident Evils, I've played Resident Evil Dark Chronicles, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil, the remake, Resident Evil 4, the remake, Resident Evil 5, I think that's it. Honestly, I feel like it was something that I've gotten into within the last 5 years. So I'm still kind of new to the franchise. But I freaking love the games, dude. They're so good and satisfying and spooky. Oh man, I don't know about this Sharpie job, dude. Okay. Bam. Short side facing outwards. Excellent. Okay, now we got this. We're chilling, dude. Okay. Facing up, out. I might actually end this video after I cut out this piece and see how it fits. I'll lock in and cut this last piece and then glue it all together, and that'll be the rest of the vid for today. But tomorrow I'll have a bit more substance. It's been a long weekend, and I honestly just wanted to turn on the camera and ramble to you guys. It has been a long weekend. It was amazing seeing my girlfriend, though. She is always just so awesome to have around, period. But also, especially when I'm hanging out with a bunch of family or family friends and stuff, and it just gets overstimulating. As it does. As it does. Especially when you have like 4 bajillion events in a row. Okay. This shape is cut. Excellent. Where is my mushroom? Where's this? Okay, this is this. It's not a terrible fit, I guess. I almost wonder if when I glue it, I should do one side at a time. Glue that, bam, and then I glue this down, bam. But then that just like instantly, that will peel apart. I need something better to draw these template outlines, dude. Ophelia, what do you suggest? She's going inside of her donut. Man, this is frustrating. I'm gonna have to like browse some forums and some or stuff. The foam just instantly dries out the silver Sharpie. I don't know, and then the chalk, I can't get like a fine enough tip to get close enough to the template. I still have to get a freaking respirator mask too for when I use the Dremel and this toxic glue. I keep using it without any of the right safety stuff. Don't tell anyone. I guess that's like sort of the right size. Let's see if I can cut out this little edge a bit better. Man, in my parents' garage today, I found the last movie I ever bought from Blockbuster. Shout out Blockbuster. In 2012, it was Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Oh. Amazing movie, by the way. You guys absolutely need to watch it. I think I was in like 7th or 6th grade, and I got it for a sleepover and like a bunch of popcorn. Dude, Blockbuster was awesome. You could get like a bunch of movies, posters, popcorn, snacks, remember like all the popcorn buckets. It was sick. That wasn't even like mainly my lifetime. That was mostly people that are in the like millennials. But I still had a fair share. I lived pretty close to one right before they went out of business. And I do remember going there a few times. I feel like this fits actually pretty good. Okay. I'll try welding it. Let's see if we can get it to work. Okay. Or, oh, is it this side? Oh, dude, it fits way better on this side. It's totally this side. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm glad I noticed that. I'm debating if I should like Dremel the edges, like wait and do that tomorrow, but I don't know. I have like foam clay that I'm gonna go over the seams and stuff anyways. I think I might just, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna do that. All right. Pro tip, do not do what I'm doing. My space is really well ventilated. I live in a studio apartment, just one big room. All the windows are open, the fan's on. But you should still, I feel like, be wearing a mask. And ideally, oh man, I need to grab my pliers. Come on. Okay, cool. No, I'm goated. I look, you made a mess with this stuff when I used it last. Pull it away from my face. I just want a very small amount. Here. There, okay. All right. And now you just let that sit for a couple minutes and then you weld them together. I'll stay on the camera until those are welded together. Man. Where the heck did my cat go? I feel like I saw her just walk like right over there. Well, If you guys have any freaking suggestions for getting this, being able to trace on this stupid foam, let me know, because I am starting to, I don't know, I'm gonna have to look. I'm going to have to look. I finished my book, This Side of Paradise by F. Scott Fitzgerald. It's pretty good. I mentioned it a few times how it's kind of like The Outsiders, where it's not like a super fantastical, crazy story. It's more so just like the style that is written that makes it entertaining, like the setting and stuff of the time period that make it interesting. It's kind of like a coming of age story that follows a sort of spoiled kid who's not like a total asshole, but he's just kind of lazy and it just follows his life and his romances, and he gets drafted into World War I and stuff like that. So it's good, but I would recommend it if you're in a historical fiction. But I wouldn't say it was like a totally life-changing, read or anything like that. Stick, damn you. Oh, she was in her donut. She just like sprinted out of there. My little freak. My little freak. Alright. That's not bad. I have to use some. It just seems like there's a lot of tension on that's pulling away from the glue. Yeah. What the heck? Oh, you know what? I did not make the cut. Fudge. I did not. I'm supposed to make a cut in the back side of the middle piece so that it can bend easier. Shoot. Oh no, damn, yeah, nope. I was gonna try to pop it inside out to see if I could like put some reverse tension on the seam, but it totally just like ripped it all apart. Nice. This is gonna be a learning process, but it's honestly not that bad. It's getting better. Anyways, I don't know. Tomorrow's video might be a little the sunrise kind of chat again. I liked that how I was just hanging out in the morning and stuff. So yeah, my next book, I guess that's what I meant to talk about, is going to be Les Miserables. Les Miserables. I actually don't really know how to say it. Even though I'm taking French lessons, I don't know how to say it. But I'm excited, by Victor Hugo. I've seen the Hugh Jackman movie. I've not seen the Broadway play or anything. I remember it being good, but I like this sort of, oh my gosh, excuse me, sorry. That kind of historical fiction, like Count of Monte Cristo, just that sort of older time period and French Revolution and stuff. So, anywho, it's been sick chatting with you guys. Stay locked in. But remember to have fun once in a while, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!